Asher, and Pipeman on W4CY Radio.
This is the Pipeman here on the Adventures Pipeman W4CY Radio, and I'm here with
the Wonder Women of Country.
All right, here at Bourbon and Beyond, and you guys just performed now, right?
That's right.
So how was that? Like, how was it being here at Bourbon and Beyond?
Oh, it was incredible. It was an honor to be on the bill with all these amazing acts. We were looking it over and we're just thrilled to be included. And it was a really wonderful crowd, and we had just a great time.
Yeah, but you guys are wonderful too. Like, I was listening to your music, and man,
Yeah.
you are talented.
Well, thank you.
So how did the three of you decide to create this wonder trio here?
We had been on the bill together separately, not just doing our own separate things. But Melissa was playing with Brennan, and I was watching from backstage, and I just thought it was so great, and I was jealous. And I thought we could maybe do just like a one-off couple of shows where we swapped songs and played together, but played like a band. And so I reached out to them, and they both said yes. And then we booked some gigs, and then it's just every show was more fun than the last, and doors kept opening for us. So we've just been holding on.
Nice. Fun is the key word as far as I'm concerned. Because if you're not having fun in this industry, wrong industry. Because there's nothing else that's fun about it except being the artist, right?
My favorite quote from Cowboy Jack Clement is actually, if we're not having fun, we're not doing our job.
There you go.
Because people can tell if you've got joy in your music, and they can feel it. And you're right. It's the most rewarding thing is that mutual kind of fun.
Absolutely. Yeah, and you're right. Because if I'm out there in the audience, I can look up and I can tell if you're just going through the motions or if you're having fun.
You don't even need to look most of the time. You could just listen and hear it, in my opinion. But yes.
I agree wholeheartedly.
There are visual cues.
No doubt. So what was that moment in life for each one of you that you decided music was your life?
Well, at this point in my life, I really don't know how to do anything else, but I'm trying to think when the moment was. I used to, in my 20s and even in my 30s, had other jobs besides music to support myself, so it was probably sometime, I think in my later 30s, where I was like realizing, I can make a living doing this. I'm just gonna do that, just do music. So.
See, that's pretty cool, because a lot of times, by that time, people decide the other way.
That's true. I've seen about that. A lot of times people start having kids, and they're like, this is not realistic anymore.
Yeah.
But I have only had dogs, and...
They're more work than kids, though. Like, they're harder to leave alone, I think.
Yeah, well, I'm going to pass on the mic for Brennan to tell you when she decided.
People do ask that question every now and then. When was that moment? And I never made that decision because I was already playing pretty regularly as a job before I had even a driver's license.
Nice.
So I was pretty young. I was already a working musician in my teens, early teens. And it's hard. Like, I liked it and I knew that life, and I'd already toured by the time I was 18. And the idea of, you're going to go to college and maybe learn how to do something and get a career seemed backwards to me because I felt like I already had a career.
Right. That makes sense.
So I just continued to do that, and here we are.
Here we are.
For me, it was after the very first time I played a concert. So I was terrified, and I was shaking so badly that my leg was bouncing up and down. And I really was hoping that it looked like I was doing that on purpose. That's how scared I was. But I walked off the stage and I was like, I want to keep doing that. And I knew that I was going to keep doing it no matter how scared I was. Like, I was such a shy, quiet person that it was just mind-blowing.
I'm glad you brought that up, because most people think that music artists are extroverts, and most of them are introverts, you know, that I know.
Yeah.
And it's like, you all get scared going up on stage, but like it's something happens once you're up there that just switch. Same with me. It's like as soon as the mic is on, it's like you go into this different zone. And it's kind of like the best feeling and the worst feeling at the same time sometimes, right?
Yeah, performing part of it and the being in front of people part of it is different from the creative kind of writing songs part of it, right? So you've got to learn how to meld those two together. And sometimes that's the challenge.
You're right, because the writing part is where you could kind of be introverted, or you're like in your own world, and then when you're up on stage, it's a little different. So, what do you got going on after Bourbon and Beyond? What are you guys going to be doing next?
Well, we've all been everywhere all summer. Is it summer? It's September. No, is it September?
It's still summer till the 21st. I mean, feel the heat.
We all have different things going on, but for me, I get to go home for a few days, which is nice because I haven't been home in about 3 weeks.
Do you have a new record?
Oh, I have a record coming out, a solo record.
That's something good to talk about.
Sorry,
there.
I forgot. Thank you for reminding me. I have a solo record coming out October 3rd. This is Brennan, by the way, because I know they can't see us. And then we all have projects in the cooker right now.
Yeah. We did record a couple more songs together that we wrote together, and then we didn't finish the final production of those. But I would say sometime next year there'll be a couple more Wonder Women singles out there.
Nice.
But yeah, for me, I get to go home finally too. I've been on the road for over a month now, so I get to go home tomorrow to Texas. And I got a couple albums coming out too, a Christmas album.
Nice.
Of original Christmas tunes. Me and Brennan wrote a Christmas song together. And yeah.
What's it called?
It was Brennan's idea.
It's called I Want a Dog for Christmas.
I love it. That is amazing.
Because don't we all?
Of course. It's kind of a dangerous thing every time you do see a dog like you want it.
Every time.
How about you? What kind of projects you got coming up?
I'm about to go over to Norway and do a
Wow, cool.
little cruise gig over there with my friend Betty Sue.
Those are fun, right?
Yeah. This one's a little one. It's not like one of these big, big party ones.
But that's fun too. Like that's like intimate, and it's just
it's cool to get to just go see the world. Like,
right.
It's a perk of this gig. And then I recorded some songs with Jay Farrar from Sunvolt, and I don't know when those are going to come out, but yeah, we've all got just little projects here and there.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, and so now, in all your careers, there were one story when you're like 80 years old that you would tell, good or bad. What would it be from this musical journey?
There isn't one, but the first one that came to mind was, I grew up listening to a band called the Louvin Brothers, and they have been my favorite, really, for a long, long time. And when I was 20-something, Charlie Louvin, who is the surviving Louvin brother, invited me to play mandolin for him for a while.
Wow.
And to me, that was a huge deal. He was in his 80s, so like their music was popular in the early part, in mid-century, 20th century. And so I was thinking about that and how it would be like saying, somebody like right now that's an older person saying that, I played with Hank Williams or something. It's so far back, it feels like a human wormhole. Like, I realized at that time, like, I can't really top that.
Right? That's great.
But there's really too many stories, and most of them have to do with traveling around with my friends and just getting into all kinds of trouble and fun.
There you go. I love it. And friends, key word. Like,
friends is a big part of it.
People don't get it. Like, in this life, some people think it's lonely, but I think it's lonely sometimes when you get home because you have all your friends out on the road. So who wants to give their story?
Can you repeat the question?
One story, good or bad, that when you're 80 you would
bad.
talk about. Yeah. Crazy, not crazy, just...
Oh, on a Wonder Woman tour.
I know what you're going to say.
Yes, I had too much of a weed gummy. We had a day off. And It's a funny story now, but I was begging Brennan to take me to the hospital.
Ooh.
And yeah, it was, Kelly,
It was a string of events. We'd gotten hit by a drunk driver 2 days before. Like, things were just happening, like I'd driven off with the gas spout still in the car. Like, it was just one of those tours where stuff was happening, and then we had the massive gummy overdose on our day off. And, like, it was an insane overdose where we did think we were losing our minds, and Brendan was the only sober one to... couldn't convince us that we weren't crazy, but... So, yeah, but when the whole thing was over, it just felt like we had been so alive, like all these things that had happened to us. And, but yeah, we spent the day in the hospital because I thought I had a concussion. Twice. Twice on one tour. So, I don't know, I just felt like it was rough, it was hard, it was crazy, but it felt like I was with my favorite people doing my favorite thing. I felt alive. I don't know. It was great.
I get that feeling. Like my youngest daughter, she'll come to some of the festivals with me because I go on tour and do all the festivals, U.S., U.K., Europe. First day, halfway through, she'll be like, Dad, I don't know how you do this every weekend. Like, I'm done already. And me, I'm like, I don't know. I get home, I go into like seclusion for the couple days I'm off. Like in that, you know, that down, like you came down from a really bad high, you know? And it's like I come out and come alive because it's all my friends, music is my life, and I'm like here till the end of the night. I'm the first one here. I'm working all day, but I'm still going to go out there and catch Jack White and Sturgill and the Pixies, and like it's just... Everybody doesn't understand, but that is so much. That's the fun part of doing all this. And music's the best therapy. Like today would normally be a really, really bad day for me, but because I'm with all my people at this music festival, I haven't even thought about it. Till now. Till I was stupid enough to bring it up.
But that's why we do it.
Yeah, exactly. And you guys are awesome. I'm glad you were here at Bourbon and Beyond, and I hope to see a lot more of you. And thanks for being on the Adventures of Pipeman.
Thank you for having us on the show.
My pleasure. Any final words you need the listeners to know, or give out your socials too so they can follow you, get merch, all that good stuff?
You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, those kinds of things. Wonder Women of Country. And then I think all of us are linked from there, but if anybody wants to give their own, you may, you know. Don't.
It's just Kelly Willis, KW, everywhere. You might find it.
And you definitely are linked on there, because I saw that.
Oh, we are? Okay. Well, or Brennan Lee.
And you have an awesome website, too.
Well, thank you.
So all they have to do is Google you, and they will find you.
Yeah, and Melissa Carper.
I tell you what's funny. There's somebody in here while I was saying, I'm waiting to do this interview, and they're like, with who? And I told them, and they're like, are they going to come back with those things on their wrist and spin around? And I'm like, yeah, that's not the same Wonder Woman.
Wonder Women.
You know Wonder Woman?
Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
We're,
there you go. There's your wristband.
We're named after, we named the band after, I know this is maybe hard to believe, but we named the band after Wonder Woman.
I know, hard to believe, right?
Somebody backstage earlier called us the Linda Carters of country, which we thought was pretty funny.
I love that. That's cool. Well, enjoy the rest of the festival now that your work is done. I hope to see a lot more of you guys. Thanks.
Thank you. Thanks so much.
Thank you for listening to the Adventures of Pipeman on W4CY Radio.